In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in a pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champion from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions for WrestleMania 9.
A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rats are shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulks are ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. Michael Cole. Alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
Well, that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
And Yokozuna just loves backing Hogan into a corner like this. Relentless domination of the champion.
And Mr. Fuji looking on with much approval. There's no mistaking what that sinister smile of his means.
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring?
And Yokozuna is leaving no breathing room here.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's dropped.
Targeting a body part, working the arm.
Bombastic claims coming out of both camps coming into this one, gentlemen.
Hogan has claimed in interviews that he will slam Yokozuna's carcass straight through the ring so hard that it will cause a worldwide earthquake.
Meanwhile, Yokozuna has kept his comments brief, saying, quote, Hulkamania will die. Hogan, you're going down.
We'll see which man's predictions come to fruition as this match rolls on. Hogan winning that exchange.
Vicious headbutt.
Countering that offense. The champion into the pin. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
He's nowhere near.
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
Getting the shoulder up before 2.
Just kicking out at 1 takes a...
Over the power of Hogan.
A bear hug. The 24-inch python's wrapped around the waist of his opponent. He's in a bad position now.
Resisting as much as he... The bear hug cinched in. Gotta find a way out and catch your breath.
Look at this, no quit whatsoever, raining down elbows and escaping.
The incredible Hulk Hogan sets up his opponent for
Big leg drop, brother. Perfect execution from the champ.
taking advantage of the opportunity.
How?
Kicking out at 1 after that is unheard of.
And Hogan's flabbergasted. He's put legends away with that very same move, but not that time. You can see Mr. Fuji at ringside. He's shown he will do anything to earn his client the win.
Indeed he has, but he might actually rein things in tonight. We saw at WrestleMania that Fuji's in haymaker after haymaker. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Just teeing off with that fight for everybody.
Who will break first? That is the question. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Oh no, bear hug applied. This is not good for the Hulkster.
Bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Oh man.
As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 505 pounds at WrestleMania to 550 tonight. But it's not taken away any of his surprising stamina or uncanny agility. In a corner. Hogan's hanging in there, bringing the fight to Yokozuna.
As we've seen so often in the past, Hogan is ready for any giant.
Yoko now, belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
He caught him right on the cheekbone.
Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
The big man, Yokozuna. Massive big leg drop.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power.
Champs down. This one's for everything. Breaks the count.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there. Oh.
Shoving him away.
Driving the elbow. An overbearing assault on Hogan now. Yokozuna making Hogan regret.
Able to get to the ropes here. Great awareness. Getting out of harm's way.
Uh-oh. Headbutt. Nothing fancy there.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania. Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here.
Making way towards the top rope.
Through the air. It connects. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing banzai drop.
The challenger clearing a path to the title.
What a display of stamina. The champ showing they're truly worthy of this title.
But things might only get harder from here.
I don't think anyone inside. There's the pin for the championship. Emphatic kick out from the champion.
How? How?
Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, two giants who will not stay.
Yoko says this one's over.
Can the champ recover from that?
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this match and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE champion.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as
Paul E. Dangerously.
and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu, his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
The whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. And we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. Ouch.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast. Samu and Fatu.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
Reverses the pin, shoulders down. Oh, look at this, reverses the leverage. Not quite there yet.
This match is not going to end so soon.
The short clothesline hits its mark. And he is directed into the corner.
Turning the tables.
Bam! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
And Fatu got stopped in his tracks.
Ooh, clothesline delivered. He got out of dodge just in time. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few...
What you doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
Oof, and all the impact brought to the knee. Oh, goodness, blasted right into the corner. Oh, man.
Brutal short arm lariat.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top-down talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Elbow lands hard. Can he do it here? Gets the shoulder. Wow. What's it going to take?
And those kickouts are only going to get harder. Superhuman.
WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight. So ruthless.
Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Fatu prevents that from connecting.
And Scott with the wherewithal to counter.
Goes into the corner.
Ooh, great anticipation. Oh!
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the head shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Power slam. Good night.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. And he makes the tag.
Watch out, coming in hot. Sidewalk slam.
Fatu is really playing possum. Shoulders down.
And a kick out at only one. I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
And into the corner he goes.
Belly suplex.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania. And now the tag.
Fends it off. Good counter. Tag made. Classic Steiner Brothers tag team. Up to the top rope. Here comes the Steinerizer. Connecting big time.
Is that enough to finally put down the head shrinkers? What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestling."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off. Taken down by the neck.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Able to slip away.
Hard landing. To the arm. In the corner, has to... find a way out of there.
Steiner's caught with a reversal. Just sent crashing to the arena floor. He tags in his partner.
Steiner absolutely not backing down.
The head shrinkers in the stop. And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the...
Shoulders down! And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Elbow drop. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Steiner drawing a big reaction from the crowd.
Ooh, and Sybil fights back. Boom!
Just launched.
Left into it, German. He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Take off. Big elbow drop.
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop.
Lightning fast punches.
Steiner looking powerless to every attack.
And I don't see Samu slowing down anytime soon.
Oh, tossed aside. Surely this match can't go on much longer.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point.
Targeted stomp to the arm. Up on the shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
Placed him in the corner here. Tag. Double team coming.
Driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Man.
Goes for the pin.
The end could be near.
Quick count out after one.
There is no quit in this man tonight. The head shrinkers, the Steiners, taking each other to the limit in the biggest match of...
Hold on a second. Could be a matter. So much for the submission rule. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
One punch.
And looking to cause some damage by attacking the skull.
Oh, he had that scouted. Face first. Gosh. Nice gut-wrench suplex. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Power slam.
Elbow puts an end to that.
Shoulder tackle. And Fatu there gets struck with another hard-hitting attack.
I bet Steiner's looking to bring this match to a close.
That's using your head.
They've got their opponent on his hand. Oh my gosh, that's gross.
Counters.
Powerful suplex toss.
Makes the tag. To the arm. Terrible.
Has their opponent down.
Oh, clutch.
Gonna break someone's back and...
Camel clutch. Great way to break it.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Big knee to stop the maneuver. Samu with the leg cover. That might be it. Makes a cover. No, he gets the shoulder up.
The muscle memory got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
This has been an epic encounter.
These fans are sending the death.
He's got him down. Here we go. Barely kicks out.
You are not alone in your shock, Cole. We all thought that was it. Down on the jaw. And bite your tongue with that.
Valley driver. You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch is
slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold.
deconstructing the knee there.
And he goes crashing to the outside. Climbing to the top turnbuckle now.
From the top.
Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
He averts the offense. Dominating shoulder tackle. Oh, ouch. Rick steers clear there.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there. And that's another well-placed attack to his head and neck area.
Oh, man.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand. Samu's gaining. What's Samu going for here?
Oh, my, what a splash. Samu just turned the lights out.
And the head shrinkers get the win.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock. 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
he ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue-chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Undoubtedly the top title in this company. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match.
Sent into the ropes and a sharp elbow to the back.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
Repeated elbows to the lower back.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butter.
Oh, look at this.
In trouble here.
Oh, what a great counter. That'll break it up. Bang! He finds a counter.
Man, what a hit.
Drop kick. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. And goes back into the ring here.
And Rocky just taunting his opponent now.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a count out.
And finally recognizes the count and gets back into the ring.
Cobra clutch.
The Cobra clutch is it.
In trouble here.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up. Ooh, one step ahead there. Counters right back on Rocky.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
Look, he's stunned here, guys.
What a clothesline.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Now,
Watch out!
and coming down with incredible force. Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Down in a hurry.
Arm stop. Slowly getting back up, and he is not going to like what's next.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter down the line with the schoolboy. Shoulders are down.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Rocky beats him to the punch.
Put in the corner now. Helmsley looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
And Helmsley obviously has been trying to get inside Rocky Maivia's head to frustrate him.
Maivia was ready for that.
fights it off. Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand. Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight. Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top, hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shot Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds,
Steel had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steel.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steel have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steel is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
George beats him to the punch. That unraveled on George.
Oh, man!
Going for a quick cover. A kick out. This one's not over yet.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
Connects. Saw it coming. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. Oh, huge toss.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top.
Powerbomb.
He sent flying down to the canvas.
Now you have to recover. How you bounce back from this might decide the match.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. And when you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation. Crash landing. Oh!
Evades the attack.
There's some gouging going on.
That's unnecessary. Ooh. Running power slam.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Well, that changed.
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Being stalked, being measured, and clueless to it all. Snatched it up and hit the DDT.
Cover, is it enough? He gets an emphatic kick out.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet. Delivering nasty stomps. The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter.
Taking flight. Ooh, poorly timed, high-risk attempt. Pinpoint aim right to the arm. Look at Maivia going to work on the animal. The High Chief has all the answers right now. Oh, no, he is in a bad way. Well, he got busted wide open by that attack. Oh, cheap shot right above the eye. Shin breaker. Jarring European uppercut. Turns it around. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this. Able to punch his way out. Headlock. Oh! George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief. In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule. And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show. And he's calling for it. Let him out of here. Sharp jab and series of strikes to the back. Double axe handle. Oof. And guys, I can't believe it. The animal is about to conquer Peter Maivia. This grotesque creature is moments away from dethroning the High Chief. Boom, running FTO plants him. Nicely done. And George is caught. Step you in half. No way Steel's coming back from that. Oh, putting focus on the arm here. What a shot. And hold on. Are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
Oh, hold on. Things turn around quickly. George is trying to seal this one up. Wow, Steel with a big win over Peter Maivia.
Here is your winner, George!
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steel. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steel have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steel is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
And a series of vicious stomps.
Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime. Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal. Ooh. We all know what he's thinking here.
Was coming there. George beats him to the punch. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching. And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Just lighting up the chest of their opponent. The knee is being torn apart now.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Going up the wall, the steel cage now.
Each inch you climb puts you in more of a precarious position.
And now perched at the top of the steel cage. He's getting even closer to making an escape.
And now he needs to hurry, needs to escape.
Pulls him back into the cage.
Desperation defense on display.
And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
Now for the hard part.
He can taste victory now. Get there just in the nick of time.
But not out of trouble yet.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. And drops the fist.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Punishing. And he goes for the pin. Elevates his shoulder ahead of the count.
Wow.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Someone stop this.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match.
He played for it the whole time.
No early kick out.
Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
Caught with the knee.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
George is tied up here.
Break you in half. Maivia can taste it now.
The arm absorbing the damage.
Oof. Man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Getting up real slow. Not quite all there. Ooh, targeting the leg there.
Ooh, that kick will stop you in your tracks.
And Steel is one step quicker.
High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself in WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Oh, shin breaker.
Ooh. And Steel isn't looking helpless anymore.
This could be a good chance for Steel to get some distance and rethink things.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Dodge is out of the way.
Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Uh-oh. Nothing fancy there.
Ooh.
Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter.
He wants it one more time.
Oh, what a backbreaker.
Yeah, just ugly impact.
And George is laid out.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
I think there's still some shock in the air over the fact that that didn't produce a pinfall.
Using their momentum to sweep the leg.
Able to fight Maivia off. Oh. And it seems as though the High Chief is in a rare state of distress.
Yeah, it's very difficult to prepare for George the Animal Steel.
Gets lifted into position. Powerbomb! And a shoulder is lifted before one.
Not a whole lot of luster behind that kick out.
Steel turning Maivia into the hunted here, looking to dethrone the High Chief.
With the counter. He's about to do it. He's about to do it again. Caught with the backbreaker.
Busting out the heavy artillery once again.
2 count. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief...
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax, and the Queen of the Ring fires.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Hoisted high above her head. Gorilla press slam. Lyra Valkyria, one of the most technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra...
Got to get back into the ring quickly. Otherwise, this match is over. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Sidewalk slam.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Oh, toss to ringside. Nia sizing her up from the
blast off. Good Lord, taking flight. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Whip back into the ring. From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being queen of the ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe.
Stuck in the tree of woe and just having their face stomped.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she has it won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
Slam down.
Momentum clearly on the side of Nia Jax.
And the Irresistible Force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax and officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS. But if you're lucky, you may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as an opportunity to start fresh with a global audience.
Well, my dad, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor. right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. But it became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage. The year 2000 belonged to Rikishi. But little did anyone know, Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit of the family. It was at the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins, and he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and was generally given the freedom to do whatever the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick.
Is he here? Well, there's the Rattlesnake's music.
No hesitation, just revenge.
His opponents, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry. It's a miracle Austin survived being run over by Rikishi. Now a pissed off Texas Rattlesnake is on the loose and out for revenge.
It took Austin almost a year to recover from the injuries he suffered in that heinous attack. You can't blame Austin for the damage he inflicts on Rikishi tonight.
Byron, a lesser man wouldn't have survived. Stone Cold promised that Rikishi's days of walking above ground are over. This is no holds barred. Back elbow. We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishis are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boiled.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Lifts the shoulder up.
He needs a little more than that to end things this early. Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. Wait, trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in? Expertly applied triangle. Able to free himself from the triangle.
Just ejected from the ring.
No idea where this one's heading.
Rikishi's grabbing a hold.
Oh my gosh!
And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to those disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to. Scoop slam.
Stone Cold reverses.
Nice job dodging contact there. Targeting the stomach.
And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of lies are you trying to spread? We've heard Rock say Rikishi deserves what Austin is going to bring him. There's no family pride in that statement.
I'm just saying that blood is thicker than water, and it's been an easier ride for Rock without Austin in the picture. And that's thanks to Rikishi.
Sounds more like Rikishi is trying to take credit for all The Rock's success. This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, what's going through Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold?
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the Rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective. He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the shark tank that is WWE.
Are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. We're fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand them.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? Driven down.
duking it out on the stage. This is wild.
This is dangerous. There is so much potential for this to go wrong.
Reversal after reversal. These two have counters for days.
Knee to the gut creates separation.
No place for duking it out.
Unless you're looking to do real damage, then it's the perfect place.
Oh, what a power slam.
These superstars are displaying absolutely zero concern for their own well-being.
Nothing good can come of this.
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Stops that offense from connecting.
And Rikishi puts a quick stop to the momentum that was building against him.
Yeah, Rikishi's survival instincts are taking over.
Stage.
Nothing but glass screens and steel supports. So much can go wrong up there.
Can Austin weather this storm, guys?
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
And Rikishi putting a little you-know-what on it right here.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of frustration on Austin here.
To reverse it.
Opportunity now for Austin to capture some momentum.
The rattlesnake got played around with for too long. Now he wants to open a can.
And now he's back into the ring. I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Austin just looking to humiliate his opponent.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting.
A loving blow. Fighting up on the entrance stage. So much aggression on display here. These two showing no regard for their well-being. He fights Rikishi back.
Just a beatdown.
There are so many ways this thing can go bad, guys. That stage is not made for fighting.
Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles. Vicious. Oh, able to reverse that.
Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in.
Fading fast.
And the Russian leg sweep.
A plethora of ways to get imaginative up there, none of which are sanctioned by the WWE.
Ooh, that knee knocking the wind out of him. DDT.
The face of Rikishi has seen better days, I'll tell you that.
And Rikishi evades that.
And the probability of serious injury just skyrocketed as the action moves onto the staging area. Bang! Crucial counter there. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. Shoulder tackle. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well.
Moving into the ring.
Austin showing no fear, no intimidation.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Turns that in his favor.
Ooh, DDT.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
He's choking up on that back, looking to swing one into the parking lot.
Effective dodge there. And we know how despicable Rikishi has been. But to throw the finger on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
Oh, that'll have no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
Elbow throw, saying not today.
Oh! Sliding back in under the ropes here.
Stone Cold not even a little close to backing down here. Trying to control his opponent like a puppet on a string.
From behind, back suplex. There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd is continuing that pattern of disdain.
You think Rikishi cares about the fans, though? No, not at all. He truly believes he's done something for his family, for his people. His family's respect is the only respect he's desperate for.
Oh, man.
Why are they coming over here?
Lots of space and concrete, that's why. And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him. Such an underhanded tactic there. Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Not.
Rikishi's running.
Rikishi, man.
Steve Austin's down. Could this be the end?
A cover.
Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
What a kick out by Austin. You can never count the rattlesnake out.
Big move, but it's still unable to end this.
Scooped up. Here it comes. Rikishi. Driver.
And Austin is out.
2. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it. This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming to the end of your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was gonna wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training, are asked one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring, showcase Umaga's cruel brutality, and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
The following contest.
You win this title, you are primed for big things.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
Choke slam! And let's remember this event last year, Byron. New Year's Revolution has not been kind to John Cena. He lost his championship a year ago at the same event.
A mental hurdle Cena needs to overcome for sure. But the past is the past. I think John has a much bigger distraction in front of him right now.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
From the top.
Crash and burn.
Taking flight only to find nobody home at ringside. What a disastrous miscalculation.
No question John Cena has his work cut out for him taking on Umaga, who's been aptly named the Samoan Bulldozer for his relentless offense.
Yeah, while Umaga may not be as refined in the ring as other superstars, his ruthlessness more than makes up for the difference.
Bear hug.
Furiously trying to fight his way out of the bear hug. Can he do it? Yes.
And don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is too...
Soaring.
Went for it all. but gets nothing. That unraveled on Umaga. Looks like he's coming back in.
Draped across the top rope.
Ouch! Clubbing forearm. Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. And now headed to the outside.
Oh, heavy contact into the steel steps.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Strong suplex.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
We'll see what they call Big Mac John.
Yeah, the greatest of all time. John Cena, the 16-time world champion. Man.
The champ is going for the cover.
Strong kick out there.
Those one counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Really just laying it in.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed.
Pin attempt by the champion. Oh, a kick out!
This is where desperation becomes a factor. Time to pull out all the stops.
John Cena right into the canvas for the attitude adjustment.
Chance to retain here. The champ might...
He got it! He got it! Cena got it!
Here is your winner,
His arrival signaled impending doom.
The champion thrives in the... Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
A back suplex. And don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is two trains on a track to a head-on collision.
Toe-to-toe, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bloody, and it will come down to who wants it more.
Oh, what impact!
Getting tossed.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that. Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now. A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. No question John Cena has his work cut out for him taking on Umaga, who's been aptly named the Samoan bulldozer for his relentless offense.
Yeah, and while Umaga may not be as refined in the ring as other superstars, his ruthlessness more than makes up for the difference. If Umaga can connect with some truly merciless attacks, then Cena and his title reign could quickly be in trouble.
Oh, the reversal by Cena. Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. And into the turnbuckle he goes. Just non-stop blows.
Caught all that with his face, and now Umaga is bleeding good. Running knee!
Cena up the turnbuckles. He gets back on the top.
Oh, with authority!
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan bulldozer.
Umaga proving to be a relentless super heavyweight, determined on becoming the WWE champion tonight.
A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Oh, the shoulder claw. Look at this. Agony and pain. That's using your head.
Clawing the face. Is this necessary?
Ripping at the eyes. And the champ is feeling the effects of that cheap shot. There it is. Reversal.
Cena doing what he can to halter the beatdown.
This could be the turning point for him. It could be the start of a rally.
Taking this match to the outside. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. And now he's going to the top rope.
Watching.
Oh, man, he landed rough there. Brutal club.
Lift it up. What's next? Down on the windpipe. And the champion still chipping away at the challenger. Cena knows it will take much more to defeat this beast of a man. Clothesline. That's using your head.
Piercing the throat.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human.
Well, nothing fancy here. Tasting victory. Backed up. To be crowned champion.
He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do?
Ooh, what a damaging blow. And Cena's starting to falter here.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
And he counters.
And avoids taking any damage.
And I could look at Umaga, and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size.
We're about to see it.
Hey! The champ might have just ended things right there.
Whoa!
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near...
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash! Arm wringer.
And met with a right hand.
Here we go.
You ready for it?
Choke slam!
He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Getting back to his feet, trying to fight on, but it might be too late. Up high!
Diving hammer strike. Mistake by Umaga.
Umaga was ready there.
Ooh, sent straight into the ring post. I don't know if this is a good idea. This is going to take more strength than he has left.
A lift-up powerbomb. And has Cena truly hurt Umaga? Has he slowed the Samoan bulldozer down? And he re-enters into the ring.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the official's count.
Taking aim on the arm.
Point of the elbow finds the mark.
And clearly going after his core to slow him down.
Going up to the top now.
From the top!
A narrow escape.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Oh, strong impact.
Lands an elbow.
And Cena is in command.
Umaga's rage isn't helping him against this onslaught from Cena.
Going outside. What's he got planned here? Punch after punch after punch. And he gets delivered back into the ring.
And now we're seeing firsthand how, love him or hate him, Cena thrives off the WWE Universe.
John Cena with a rough blow there.
You can't see him.
Followed by a 5-knuckle shuffle.
Nice counter by Cena.
Cena completely missed the mark there.
And Cena crashes to the outside. The intensity of Umaga.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself.
Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in.
Here it comes!
Oh, Samoan spike.
We might see a new champion crowned. Watch the power of Umaga. Brutal attack from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here. This'll do it. Umaga, Samoan spike.
Are we headed towards a title change?
The champ isn't going down easy.
I knew it would take more than that to put the champ away.
But just how much more is needed?
And going for the
end
pin.
could still be right around the corner.
And now the Samoan Bulldogs are going to have to dig a little deeper to close this one out. Counter. What? John Cena.
To the adjustment.
That's got to be it. Consider the championship retained.
Cover. And the count doesn't even begin.
It's unthinkable. Someone beating the one count at this point.
And Cena's shocked. But we know that kick out has only made him more determined. Cena's still in it.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Cena and Umaga are out of control, taking each other to their absolute limits.
This has been as physically intense as we expected. Ooh, ouch.
Oh! He's quick to get out of the way there.
John Cena. Adjustment. That is how a true champion defends their title.
The champ with the cover. And the cover. He got it. Cena got it.
Here is your winner, and still the WWE Champion, John Cena!
His arrival signaled impending.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for
Desire and resolve.
John Cena and Umaga battling here for the WWE Championship. Will John Cena halt the Samoan Bulldozer's path to destruction?
Cena's going to have to go all out to accomplish that. No one has been able to withstand Umaga thus far. This brutal Samoan has made a mockery of his challengers and is perhaps the ultimate super heavyweight threat.
As Cena could be in for the greatest challenge as champion tonight. But if anyone can overcome the terrifying ruthlessness of Umaga, it has to be John Cena.
And don't expect much of a wrestling match in this one. Expect more of a brawl. This is not going to look pretty. It's going to get ugly. This is two trains on a track to a head-on collision.
Toe-to-toe, it's going to be bad, it's going to be bloody, and it will come down to who wants it more.
And Umaga will look to continue to use his 100-pound weight advantage in an effort to become the WWE Champion. And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
From the top,
all the way down to the floor. Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
the undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him like he has all his other opponents.
But this is John Cena we're talking about. If anyone can stand up to Umaga's brutality and power, it's him. Cena's going to fight to defend his title with everything he's got.
And you just see Cena's legs bend awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Cena
shoulders down, championship at stake. The challenger kicks out after one.
looking to secure an early victory.
Oh, a springboard stunner by Cena. Elbow drop with authority. No question John Cena has his from the middle rope. Crash landing. There goes Cena into a rough landing. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count.
Ooh.
Clothesline. And Umaga will look to continue to use his 100-pound weight advantage in an effort to become the WWE champion.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Umaga with a reversal. Up on the shoulders. Down in a hurry. Ah, claw to the face. Ripping at the eyes. Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tame. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan bulldozer.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
And this one might be headed ringside. And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
And with the attacks Umaga has been delivering, you have to think about internal injuries mounting on Cena now. Time for him to get back in the ring.
No one wants a count out here.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Nice. That'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Face first into the post.
That didn't look good for Cena at all. And now the aftermath is painted on his face.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
2. Boom! And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Launched right out of the ring. Headed to the top rope. Blast off. Working on the arm. Using the elbow as a weapon. And now thrown back into the ring. And Cena crashes to the outside. Looking to explore things ringside now.
Both arms trapped, and what's next?
There's the headbutt. sent crashing right into the ring post.
Getting back into the ring now.
And Umaga is all business now.
The referee is so close to calling a count out. Beats the count, and that was a little too close for comfort.
Precarious position here.
Electric chair into the face buster.
Oh, man.
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here? Camel clutch and sitting deep into it.
And with the right now, he's looking for any way to break out of this, and he does.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count. And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
out! What
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Belly to belly.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think here it comes!
Solid spike.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
He manages to kick out. What strength.
The title still hanging in the balance. Resilience of a champion on display.
And I think we all know this is only going to make a monster like Umaga even angrier. Neckbreaker. Here we go. Cover. There's two. Cena's still in it.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Two powerhouses, a championship on the line. We knew this would be a battle.
Umaga and Cena aren't giving up any ground here.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
Oh, no.
Bear hug. Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
He's able to counter that.
Here it comes! Samoan spike! We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
New champion! An undefeated champion!
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the dump.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes? Stop. Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes, summoning the fearsome duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning. initially hired by the aforementioned Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me.
3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. Two bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation. Rosie, older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much damage they could fit into the shortest time possible.
The 3-minute warning with my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features two Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most painful conclusion. It's up to you in this Extreme Rules contest to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined of 7.
Here we go with AOP. 3-minute warning. Nice takedown. Stack them up. Gets the shoulder up.
Way too early. He avoids the contact.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, it means a lot of superstars will get run over by the pain train, and it's only going to feel like the longest 3 minutes of their lives. When you're as big and strong as Rosie and Jamal, that's how quickly it can be over. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Elbow drop right on point. Oh, he flips that around. Oh, man, that'll bend your arm. He goes for the quick pin attempt. Only getting one out of that pin.
He's trying to get this done fast, looking to avoid going into deep waters.
Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How could it?
Taking flight.
Take it off. Go for the win here. And there's a kick out.
Not quite.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know. Oh, right on the arm.
Not good. Jarring impact. Oh, like a heavy bag.
Just never had a chance to block any of those.
Position at top rope. Heading up there. This is not going to be good. Could be catastrophic.
When all else fails, sometimes you just have to go the high risk and hopefully high reward route. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
This one's heading to the outside.
Hellacious power slam.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined.
This could do it.
Kicked out.
This could be a tipping point in this match.
Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent. He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
His body has to be racked with pain.
And this is a classic Extreme Rules game plan, trying to deal as much damage as possible.
Oh. Now bringing the fight back into the ring. Oh, speed tackle.
It couldn't have felt good being shucked around like that.
Getting raided with a succession of strikes.
Watch the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
That's yours in your head.
By the neck, from the inside.
Got great on the outside.
Getting tossed out of the ring like that can do some long-term damage. I hope they're okay. And now he gets back into the ring. Oh, man! What a nasty STO. Crashing down. Here's the cover. Is it enough? Oh.
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
Headbutt to the back of the neck. What a chancery. Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force rope.
Up high.
Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Off the leg.
Going for the 3 count. Wow, talk about making the save.
Oh, the point of the elbow finds the mark.
He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
He's got a sledgehammer. Oh, man, this is not going to end well.
Razor going for the pin. This could be over. He breaks the ref's count before 2.
He's still got more left in the tank. Oh, the knee takes a big hit. Uh-oh, and the camel clutch is cinched in.
Gotta find a way out of the camel clutch. That'll do it.
Punch to the stomach and stopped in their tracks.
A big kick to the gut and a clubbing forearm. Toss back into the ring.
Shot to the back of the neck.
Jawbreaker interrupts the attack.
Oh, nasty elbow.
Another one.
Down they go.
Picked up and being carried around now. Body slam. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Oh, God. Razor has him sized up.
Shoulders down. Does he have it? Keeps his team alive. What a save.
Right to the knee.
This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality.
3-minute warning, and AOP just keep upping the ante on each other.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy. Also looks like Akam is busted open now. Oof! Thunderous. Shoulders down, going for the win.
Kick out just before two. Thought he had it.
You gotta be kidding me.
From the top, wielding the sledgehammer, clearly feeling the power that comes with it. Down on the ground, getting pulled by that hammer.
Here we go.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Not a good spot to be in. Tossed around like a rag doll. Stopping the ref's count at two.
What? What? What do you say? This is amazing. What a match. AOP might have just passed their final testament.
That's impossible.
I can't believe what we just saw.
And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight. This is unbelievable. Tossing them aside. Rosie lining him up from the top turnbuckle.
Here comes it from the top.
He gets into the ring.
Double axe handle connects.
And are you
Setting up again.
Whoa, look out.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
What energy in the arena tonight. And what's he looking for here?
He's looking to absolutely destroy his opponent with that chair.
No! Kick out!
He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Forearm club.
And he's looking out of sorts now.
Extreme Rules takes an intense toll on the body. The longer this match goes, the worse it gets.
He's going up.
From the top.
Whoa, what a landing.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Landing a big hit with that hammer. Watch out. Tossing those steel steps like they're nothing.
And he now slides back into the ring.
He's looking fairly drained.
Yeah, but no one has ever won an Extreme Rules match by playing it safe.
Planning something big here.
Lift off. Big height, bigger impact.
Look at it. AOP
For the
just
pin.
fell to their demise.
A disrespectful shove there.
Saw it coming and avoided it.
Vicious headbutt.
Up across the shoulder.
A Samoan driver.
3-minute warning might just be done messing around.
Into the cover. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning in a contest between between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We've come to the part of the showcase where we get to talk about Tamina. Ever since walking in WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty has never been in question.
I remember watching Monday Night Raw and I seen Tamina debut with my brothers. It was a pretty cool, dynamic, right? Two of my brothers and Tamina.
Together, Tamina and the Usos helped each other navigate through a trial-filled first year in WWE, making sure they all survived together. In later years, Tamina has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has proven capable in any environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your visit to the local medical facility. Tamina has taken part in many memorable moments, but in the 2K25 showcase, we're going to give you the chance to make history. In the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, Carmella, of all people, would walk out victorious after letting someone else do all the work. Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte Flair were all robbed of a great opportunity that night by Carmella. So this is your chance to make it right. Showcase Tamina's grit and take out the other 4 ladies in this ladder match to become the first ever winner of the Women's Money in the Bank. Carmella might still sneak out with the win, but if she does, she's doing it on her own because we're not allowing anyone else at ringside for this match in our showcase.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
You can feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents. Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Massive atomic drop.
Settling on the kendo stick, no good to broken this.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Power slam.
Gets driven into the corner. Running hip attack. What impact. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
I'm not forgetting in the head of your opponent, but there's a point where she has to lock up. 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank. Looks to have a firm grasp on it, too. Here we go.
She wants to take this thing to the outside. Did you hear that impact? Here she goes, sliding back into the ring.
You can pick up your teeth in the 3rd row.
The contract that can change. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
That turns it around for Carmella.
Big boot on the mark.
Uh-oh, Dragon Sleeper applied. This could be it.
And yes, showing the world just how much fight she's got left.
Thinking of going high risk here.
Up high.
Carmella might need to start leaning on her in-ring IQ after an attack like that.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no ally in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Heading to ringside now. And now Carmella.
Carmella's eyes are growing wider now. Is this her chance to climb the ladder and become Miss Money in the Bank?
And she's only taking more damage at this stage.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending a ladder very challenging.
Money in the Bank brief. Hey, still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
And Charlotte got rocked off of that one.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the match, you really can't expect anything less. Trapped in a tough situation, trying to find her way out. And she does.
Whoa, stiff headbutt. He lost some of the stamina at this stage.
From way up. Oof, no way home.
Oh, a chop.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Charlotte has fighting mind.
She's struggling to get back up, but she's about to feel hard.
Taking a fight to nowhere.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
And now she delivers her back into the ring. Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner.
Oh, right across the throat.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my God, Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my God.
The queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Ooh!
And outside she goes. What's her plan here? German suplex.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all. And she's wasting no time kicking things up by bringing this chair into play. Oh, didn't see that one coming.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her. Jumping face buster. I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, Cole, this has the possibility to completely unravel here.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Followed by natural selection.
And that is going to put Tamina out of the equation for a long time.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time. History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
Ooh, calf kick on the mark. Shot sent all the way to the outside.
Schoolboy. The boat, Natalya, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
She's trapped in the submission. This won't cost her the match directly, but it could do a lot of damage for the...
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
Oh, setting them up, gonna hoist them up high.
All the way up and all the way down, fall away slam. A nice kip up.
Placing her against the turnbuckle.
It's an agonizing situation.
Returning back to the ring.
Carmella with a super kick.
And that could provide all the breathing room you need to climb a ladder.
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next.
Face first to the turnbuckle. Earth-shaking power slam.
Saw it coming. It counters it. And Charlotte on the receiving end of even more offense.
Here's where Charlotte's ability to endure could get called into question.
And Lynch showing there's still quite a bit of fight left in her.
Yeah, Becky has to be contemplating how to end things here.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
The prize is in sight, but is it in reach?
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder. That's it. This is as good as over. Ooh, wasn't expecting that.
Superstar set up.
Snapping the neck.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
She's honing in, staring daggers at her target.
Up high. Lynch adjusting her positioning. Opponent at hand.
Back exploder into the turnbuckle.
manages to slip out of the way. Attack to the midsection.
She had that scouted.
Clearing off the announce table. This isn't good. The Queen stepping through. Here's the figure 4.
Yeah, now she's got a bridge into the figure 8, and she can do it. She's going to put this one away, and there it is. And just like that, releasing their teammate from the hold.
Great power. Charlotte doesn't have a chance of coming back from that maneuver.
Smack dab in the center of the ring.
Perfect placement.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts the climb, but needs to move quickly. She's unloading on her opponent.
What a vicious beating.
The battle continues on the ladder, high above the ring.
We're witnessing a rage that cannot be contained. She's throwing caution to the wind and battling it out on the ladder. Tamina is so close to victory now.
Could this be her moment?
Is this it?
Here we go, for the win!
This might be the final pull. It's almost down.
And now positioning the ladder on the turnbuckles.
That just made that corner even more dangerous territory. Power slam.
And now here's Tamina. Super kick. Ouch.
She'll take things into the ring.
Shinbreaker.
Spear by Charlotte.
Exiting the ring, taking the action outside. Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash. Look at this. This can't be good. Fighting out.
Power slam. Oh, and I think the ladder is the only thing keeping this competitor on their feet. Oh, what a shot. Flinged across the way.
A sit-out match slam. What impact.
Oh, man.
Wheelbarrow face buster.
Man. Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure 4. Can she complete the bridge?
She breaks the hold.
Wrench. Suplex roll through into the armbar submission. Disarmor is cinched.
A submission won't win the match here, but it could do.
She can tap out all she wants. It's not going to put an end to the suffering.
She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step. Oh my gosh! Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Reaching for the prize.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
Nicely done with the head scissors. And all these blows to the midsection have to be having an effect on her.
Maybe starting to struggle to get a full breath at this point.
And Flair gets that turned back on her. Flair getting out of the ring the hard way. She's heading outside the ring now. Back into the ring here. Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point.
Up with the elbow.
Averting danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Jaw-shattering boot. And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Big time Bex not backing down, not toning it down for anyone.
Becky Lynch with a great shot.
Lynch with a kick to the body. Scooping up her opponent. Driving her opponent down.
And again, the torso is the target here.
Clearly attacking that area is the strategy tonight. Boom.
And Carmella fighting back. Chop block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. A reversal. Well scouted. Ooh, that hurt. Right to the kidney. Golly. Oh, look at Becky. Down she goes.
Disarmer locked in.
Submission maneuver is locked in. Just set up. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole. Shot to the throat. Strong takedown.
Double team up. Neck breaker. Yeah, 2 necks they would have broke.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for the silence. Submission locked in, but remember, the tap out.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
Oh, now she's looking to apply the pressure with this submission maneuver.
Abdominal stretch. And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here. What a display of strength. Man, through the table.
Smash clean through the table. That's going to stop you for a long time. Oh, man, that hurts even worse than it looks. Splinters everywhere.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
Charlotte has the contract. The Queen is Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Charlotte.